Let's gamify your online lesson plans and help turn this into this. Hey everybody, welcome to Mr. Cook's Corner, Education for Educators. If this is your first time watching, welcome. We are all about helping teachers grow in their craft. Please consider subscribing, liking our videos, and sharing this content with a friend. This is part 2 in the series on Symbaloo. If you haven't seen part 1, I got the link right up here. Be sure to check that out first. So Symbaloo has an incredible feature called Learning Pathways. This is where you take your resources that you usually push out to kids and you put it on one simple board for them to go through in a pathway. You can give them creative control over which direction they go in, you can control the order, and you can have checkpoints along the way. Best of all, you can assign it and monitor it to see how long it's taken them and whether or not they've actually done it. Let's take a look inside to see how this works. So to start off, I just want to show you guys what a finished pathway looks like. This is what your kids will see. It looks like a game board. The links are all set up, the activities are set up. Let's take a look at how this works. I'm here at my Symbaloo homepage, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to look for the owl in the left corner for Learning Paths. I'm going to click on it, and then at the bottom I have my choices. First, I want to show you something really neat called the marketplace. In this marketplace, you can actually search for learning paths that have already been created by teachers. You can use them in your own classroom. The way you do this is really simple. You just click on the grade level that you want to choose. In this example, I'll just click 4th grade. And then from there, you just pick a subject. For this example, let's choose reading. And from here, you can see that you've got some choices listed. Let's say we want to do Little Red Riding Hood. From here, I can add it to my account right off the bat, or if you want, you can just try it first. Let's take a look. You can see this person's pathway, and it'll tell you what you'll learn, and then you can jump right in and get started. As you can see, the first one on the pathway is a video. When I'm done watching that video, I'm going to have a little quiz here ready to take. At any point in time, I can click to see where I am on the pathway, and when you reach the end, you'll see a little flag. So if you decide that you want to add a pathway that you found in the marketplace, you'll just go back to the main page for it and click on Add to My Account. Then when you're back on your main Symbaloo page and you click on the owl, you'll notice right there, you've got a copy of that pathway ready to go. The neat thing is this is just like Google Docs and Google Classroom. Once you made a copy of something, it's yours to edit. So if you find one that you like, but you want to make a few tweaks, you can just download it. And when you open it as a copy, it's yours to do whatever you want with. One of the coolest things about this is that you can assign this board to students and you can track how far they've gone, how long it's taken them, and whether or not they've finished it. All you're going to do on your main board for the learning path is click up here to assign and start tracking. Once you've clicked on it, this screen will pop up and it gives you a link to send to students. I want to give you guys a challenge when this video is over. Go to Symbaloo, find the learning pathway that you like best, and post it in the comments below. Let's share what we find so we can help curate an incredible set of resources for each other. Okay, now that we've learned how to explore the marketplace, let's get into figuring out how to create our own learning pathway. So now I'm going to show you how to make one of these. You see I'm here at my home Symbaloo page, and what I want to do is I want to take what normally would be a regular class lesson and activity. I've got a few links here, and I'm going to convert it to a learning path. So again, the first thing I do is click on the owl, but this time I'm going to click on Create a Learning Path. And now I'm on my home page. You'll notice that this looks just like a web mix, and it works very much the same way. I've got tiles that I can add however I want. If I want to change the rows, I can just click here on the grid size, and it'll let me resize it. Before I start adding tiles, I want to make sure I give the description and what the students are supposed to do. So I click on the pencil for settings. I've gone ahead and filled it in already. You can see I just said, please go through the pathway to demonstrate your understanding. The objective is to solve a 2x2 multiplication problem, and it's supposed to take about 30 minutes. Now that I've saved that, it'll appear on the home tile when I'm ready to go. So the first thing I'm going to do is click the plus button. Now, much like in part 1, you can actually search for resources. So for example, if I type multiplication and hit search, it's going to pop up a list of resources that I can choose, and it automatically makes that tile for me. If I don't want to keep a tile, I just go down here to the trash button and I delete it. Let's go ahead and add that first tile now. I'm going to click the plus button, just like I said before, and this time I'm going to go to create my own resource. Once you do, it's going to ask you to edit, and I've already filled it in. I gave it a title of warm up. I gave them the instructions to log in and play for 15 minutes. And then I pasted the link to the First to Math website, and then I just hit save. And now I've got my home page set. You'll notice this is much like a game board. From here, I can create my pathway to go any way that I want to go. I can go down, I can go right, I can go both. You can have multiple pathways with multiple endings. For the sake of this tutorial, I'm just going to stick to 2 or 3 just so you get the hang of this. But let's go down and add a second one from my activity, which I had right here, which was watch a preview video from Khan Academy. So again, I'm just gonna hit the plus button. I'm gonna choose to create my own resource, and I'm gonna go through and set up the information for the students. Now I've gone ahead and done that, and I wanna point out two quick things. When you paste a URL and you get this form saying refuse to connect, all that means is that it pops up in a different window. And if I click here, you'll see that it pops up in a different window and it works just fine. Below that, I wanna make sure that my kids are actually watching the video. So I've chosen to add a question to make sure that they've watched it. Once I've hit save, it shows up as a flag because it thinks this is the last tile and it's your finishing point. And if you don't want it to be, all you have to do with this button down here is hit this is not the last tile, and it turns into a lesson to do. And so for the sake of this example, we're gonna stop here to show you what to do next. You've got two choices. Choice one is to just assign it. And by doing that, once you click on the button, you're back to where you started with the marketplace example. You just click the link and send it off to your students. Alternatively, if you want to help join the community and enhance it, you may publish it to the marketplace. One more super important thing is that you can assign this directly to Google Classroom instead of sending out that link for an email. And as you can see, here it is within my Google Classroom. When you want to see how your students are doing or if they're doing anything at all, in the top right corner, there's a little pie chart button, assignments and results. When you click on it, you're going to choose the assignment that's open. And at the bottom, it's going to show you the name, what their progress is, and most importantly, time spent. So if you have a long pathway and students are finishing it, you can click on here to look, and if they spent 2 minutes on something that should take an hour, you can call them out on it and let them know. I truly believe the combination of this Symbaloo learning pathway with Google Classroom integration will make for a powerful one-two connection. In the meantime, if you're looking for some great resources, be sure to check out this video over here. It's going to point you in the right direction. Please be sure to subscribe, like our videos, and share this content with a friend if you enjoyed what you've seen today. Remember, we're on social media too. Just look for us at Mr. Cook's Corner. See you next time. Bye.